Hello, Chalkin History friends. What day is today? Tuesday, right? Tuesday the 23rd, I think, right? Oh my gosh. You guys, the holidays are so stressful. I get it. I truly get it. So I am here to do hopefully what will be a quick and easy fun project. We're going to play with Debbie's Painterly Reverance. So hopefully you have a few minutes and you can follow. If not, check out the top left corner of your screen. There should be a live little box. That means I'm live and you're watching me in real time. Otherwise, you're catching the replay, and I really appreciate you catching me on the replay. Say hello either way. Come on in and let's start creating. All right, Painterly Reverence. So I did some playing around with my laser and came up with this idea. I have a background piece, a foreground piece that is cut from a walnut patterned wood, and then a little stand that these two pieces will go in together. Now, you could just use this as an ornament, just tie a little string and maybe a little ribbon, or do a string and a couple beads. That would be a very simple ornament to make. If you need this cut out or any version of, let's see what we can do here. We have to make sure we are live. Say hello, guys. There we go. I turn my volume down. Comment. What can we comment? Family. We're gonna say holy. For cutout info. If you need this in your life, please let me know. We're going to stick that there for a few minutes so people can see that. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope all your presents are wrapped. I hope all your cookies are cooked. I still have a couple cookies to cook. You guys, I just can't get it together this year. Just cannot get it together. All right, let's play. All right, I got some tools with me here. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to keep color, instead of being neutrals, like I would feel, I feel like this transfer would call for earthy tones, golds, silvers, bronzes, that kind of thing, camel, tan, all that good stuff. I'm going to go with Christmas colors, so a red and a green, and that's the colors we're going to use today. So what's going to happen is we are going to use the background, right? We're going to chalk this on our background piece. Then we're going to go ahead and glue that on top, okay, to make a little shelf sitter. Okay, so we can put this aside, put that little stand aside. I've already went ahead and waxed this real quick. So that is done. I am going to go there. There's no cut lines. I'm going to get my cutter. I really like my cutter. This is awesome for making straight cuts. I wish this company was still around, but they are no longer. But there's several scrapbook companies out there where you can get a 12-inch paper cutter. All right, we're just going to go right down that middle. And here's my marker. Okay, this is Painterly Reverance. Okay, and this is part of the Painterly Reverance. And I'm just going to say church. And then on this one, I'm going to say Holy Family. Okay. So we'll put that one aside. We don't need that, but we're going to use this guy. All right. Okay. So because this is waxed and buffed, we're just going to go ahead and remove that transfer. Keep your back sheet because that's what it goes back on once it's nice and clean and dry. And then we are going to line this up. Okay. All right, so see how nicely that lines up perfectly with that outline. I could have cut it a little bit bigger, but I like that it's exact to the transfer. Okay. All right, I think in this area we're gonna do nominee. I think around the baby we might do bubbly, because that is a, oops, this is nominee, that's bubbly. We're gonna give Joseph his brown beard. And then I think I'm going to put Joseph in ivy, and then we're going to put Mary in red. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to kind of work our way down so that we can chalk and then peel. So let's do our nominee first. Let's dip it in. This is such, I just love nominee. All right, so we're going to go up to this that outline of his halo there, or the little glow behind him. I didn't pre-paint this background piece because we're chalking where we want to chalk, and then the rest of it will be the natural wood. However, we're putting that overlay piece on it, so it really won't matter what's underneath. All right. Grab a little more so I can get in that corner. There we go. Keep grabbing as much as you need, because what you're going to do is take that excess off and put it back. Try to stay in the section you want that specific color to be in. Okay, put that excess back, whatever you pick up. Make sure you do get all of that section colored in. This would be like actually a fun little projects to do with the kids if you want to color in just with markers. You could also do that too. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're going to peel that up. You can see it taking shape. It's kind of hard actually with that nominee, but once I lift that, you'll be able to see it so much better. Now, nominee, because it's that metallic, has just a little bit more of the, hold on. There we go. It does have a little more of that shimmer in it, so that does tend to stay wet a little bit longer. I am going to give it another little minute of warm air here. You can see that nice little outline that has. Okay, now we're going to kind of just press that back down, just up to the point where we have not chalked. Okay. All right, let's get Joseph's outfit done. So we said we were going to do him in ivy. So I'm going to use our multi-tool to get up in that upper area of his cloak here. All right, let's get bit more here. Try not to get in that gold if we can help it. Okay, I think now that we're at that point, we can grab, let's get this, our stir tool here, stir stick. I think I'm going to leave, their faces alone. Or let's see, I was gonna say maybe we could do that with the bubbly. Make the baby's halo the nominee too. What do you think? Should we keep their skin just the color of the wood? Let's get that excess back in there. Try to get that excess off the best you can. It's a little tougher up top, I get that. You could do this all in one color to really keep it simple. Have a wipe handy so that I can wipe down this tool, because I'm going to have to do his beard. I'll have to think about their faces, what I want to do. I don't know what I don't want to do about that. All right, let's get our bark open. Work on that real quick here. You use very, very little product over here. Okay, put that there. Wipe this off again. All right, let's peel a little bit of this off here. See how we did? We'll have to press it down a little bit better down there. Let's get back up there. Grab a little bit more here. Not sure why that didn't stick there. Let's see here. Okay, you know what? We can fill that in. But let's get this dry so far. Down. We'll worry about his face later. Okay, the rest of this is all of that green as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Say hello. Let me know you're hopping on. Tell me what you're doing today. Oops. Careful. We don't want to go over the baby's thing there. This part we don't need to chalk because that will be covered up by the wood cutout. I love this ivy. It's such a great green. Nice dark, hardy green. Okay, we're gonna go around there carefully. let's get that excess off. There's a little bit in the corner we need to get, so let's try to work that in there. Okay. All right. All right, let's see. Let's pull that off. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't mind chalking section by section because I want to make sure this turns out really nice. This is going to be a gift. Don't tell anyone. So I want this to look perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We may do that other section again. We'll see how this dries. This section looks a little bit lighter, so we may have to do that again. Okay, so we're just going to press that down. Push that way. Okay. Let's work on the mom, the mother. Oh, I think that's supposed to be green too. I don't know. This section here, I think is supposed to be his, not hers. It could go either way. It could be the inside of her cover up. But the way they, Chocatour, when they did their sample, they colored it the same color as him. So I guess we'll do that because maybe that makes sense. Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Okay. Let's see. It may make sense. Definitely think we have to do that outside part again. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I wasn't pressing hard enough or something. I don't know. Okay. We'll have to wash it though. I want to make sure it's a nice clean screen before we do that again. Okay. I think we're done with the beard. We're good with the beard. Okay, so we don't need that. Let's bring out our ivy. Okay. Turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing here. This is our cherry. Just went traditional Christmas colors instead of earthy tones. Either way, I think you can't go wrong with either color combination. Okay, the hubby keeps calling, so let me see what he needs here. See if he'll answer me that way. Okay. That little inner spot. Okay. All right, where is this? This I want to get in so we can get closer. excess of that out of there. Okay. All right, let's smooth this out. All right, let's see how we did. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Okay, let's get that dry. So I guess we gotta decide what we're gonna do about face color. Maybe we do that. Oops, it shifted, darn it. Maybe we do that with bubbly. We gotta like realign this. Thinking we do faces with bubbly, and then we do the halo there for the baby. We'll do that in the nominee. Let's line this back up here. Okay. All right, so let's do nominee there. So let's go ahead and clean this off again. Get our nominee. And then, like I said, we'll do bubbly for their faces, just to give some color there. Now, if I get it a little bit on the baby's swaddle there, it's okay because we're going to cover that up. Just want to make sure I definitely get all of that halo done. Okay. All right, let's wipe this up again because we're going to use now the nominee for in there. Inside of their faces. So let's get that dry. Actually, let's clean that up a little more. Yeah. Okay, I had to smooth that out a little bit. Okay, let's get that dry. It's coming along. Looking good. Can't wait to put it all together. I think it's going to look amazing against that dark wood. All right, so what we could do is let's finish this side, the right side, because I want to do a second coat. I don't know if I'll be able to do it through this. We'll see. We'll see if this looks. I wonder if I should probably clean it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna force anything. We're gonna take our time. Okay. I don't have much to press down here, so. Okay, this was bubbly. This was a color of the month. I'll say it was color of the month quite a while ago. just to give that space a little color outside of the wood. Okay. Color that in. All right, and then get that excess off. Okay, let's see how that turned out. Add a little bit to the top of that. Didn't get quite to that outline there. Okay. There we go. All right, let's take that completely off because I would like to make that a little darker. You can see there's kind of, well, maybe you can't, but there's a slight little color variation there. Let's see here. Okay, let's get that dry. So when we put it all together, this is gonna kind of be what it looks like. Oh wow, that looks so good. Okay, let's just work on this, but we need to clean off that transfer real quick. I wanna kind of make sure I'm starting with a clean, nice clear screen here. Start there. Okay, start from the top here. Turn it over. I'll finish cleaning it once I'm done. I just want to get this section clean so I can re-screen it there. Okay, wipe that down. Then I'm gonna get a paper towel. Now my daughter's home and she's making the puppies bark. Okay. Can't get anything done. All right, let's just wipe that. All right, throw that away, bring this over again. I just want, like I said, I just want to fix that. You may or may not be able to see it. I see it. So it's kind of lightish around the edges there. So I kind of just wanted to fill that in a little bit. Get a little darker. There we go. Okay, let's get this guy washed up. What are you guys doing today? I set my kitchen table, or set the table up. So that's ready for Christmas Day. We're having Christmas Day. My mom is having Christmas Eve. So I have my table all set. I'm not sure what time we'll eat. Tell me what time you guys eat. Do you have Christmas dinner? Do you do just Christmas, like a brunch? Tell me what you do Christmas. Do you have any special meal plans for Christmas? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know what people do. You know, like, are my traditions like everybody else's, or are they different? So wherever you go, when do you eat, if you eat? And what do you eat? That's also a great question. Okay, let's grab some more. That. I love this transfer. I know we should be decorating for the new year and Valentine's, but I can't bring myself to doing it for Valentine's. Goodness gracious, Valentine's. Who can think of Valentine's right now? Day after Christmas, I'm on it. But up until then, we have to celebrate the season, right? All right. Let's get that excess off. Hopefully we won't pull anything off, because that would be sad. Okay, let's see. I'm going to gently, slowly peel. There we go. So much better. So much better. Okay, let's get that dry. Then we're going to put it all together. We're just going to glue it down and we will be done. Now you could do like the headgear, a different color. I just chose to stick with the red and green. All right, and I'm gonna hold it up at an angle so that you guys can see. Oh gosh, do you see the nominee? So pretty, and their faces are the not disco, bubbly. I love it. Love it. Okay. All right. Let's close everything up. Get our glue. I believe, unfortunately, our disco ink is no longer available this month. You have to get the color of the month now between the 1st and the 15th of every month, because our supplies are running out quickly. Okay, put that over there. All right, so this is how it's going to look. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? I love that. Love it. Okay. Get this open. Should just pop up. It's probably stuck, right? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna turn it over. And I'm gonna try to run a small bead of this glue along the edge. You can also take like a small brush to apply it. Not covering every little speck of it. Of course, I'm probably missing some spots here. This glue is awesome for wood. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust where I hold this here. Okay, I think I got the gist of it. Oh, my thumb's sticking to it. Oh no. Okay. I gotta flip this over without getting it all over. And we want to make sure we really start at the edge already, because I don't want this moving around too much. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is gorgeous. Okay. Press it down. Make sure all the edges are lined up nicely. It does kind of ooze a little. All right, we're gonna let that go for a moment. Let that dry. I'm gonna get some alcohol and wipe my hands to get this off of me. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Do you know what would be really gorgeous? Putting a layer of resin in there. That would really just finish it off, I think. I might do that. And I might use our UV. I think that's, let's see, I don't know what color this is. Let's see here. Because I don't know if this is clear or if I colored this. Okay, it's clear. Make sure that goes in the garbage. I might do that, you guys. Use our UV, and then I'll just have to hit it with some UV light for 4 minutes, and then it'll be good to go. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, is this still moving, or is this pretty much? You want to make sure it's definitely sealed, especially around the outside edges. You don't want that resin to leak. As thin as I could, I did that glue, but you can still see it kind of seeping through. So I'm gonna let that dry. I'll probably come back and fill it in and hit it with a UV light. But stay tuned for a finished photo. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? Do you guys love it? I love it. That shadowing is because of the transfer. So they put those little marks in there to make it look like that. But I would go ahead and put it in there. It will stand in my stand with a slight little tilt because the hole is a little bit bigger. I won't glue it in place. That way it can be stored flat, the two pieces together. Gosh, I really like that. All right, stay tuned for the finished product. I'll see you guys again soon. Happy Christmas Eve. I hope you have a beautiful holiday season, and hope to see you soon.